I used to not improve very much at Fortnite, but now I'm improving super quickly, only using a few steps. The first thing I'm going to talk about is building. If you're new to Fortnite, you may think building is super complex with all the moves you have to learn, but the mechanics that you would need to become a pro player can be learned in only a couple of days. Even some pros don't have super advanced mechanics at all. All you have to do is practice free building and creative, or play an intuitive piece control map like Jiven's How to Piece Control map. This map is super good for learning piece control because he gives you step-by-step tutorials in the map. Next, I learned good aim is the most important step to being sweaty. Even some pros are missing some skills, maybe like game sense or a little bit lesser mechanics like I was talking about earlier, but every single pro has good aim. Luckily for you, lots of people are born with good genetics for using a mouse or a thumbstick to control it so you can have good aim. The next thing I'm going to talk about is game sense. No, I'm not talking about your in-game sensitivity. Game sense is how good you are at sensing what your opponents are going to do, when third parties are going to come, and what's the best positioning in the zone for when it's going to move. You can easily get game sense by just playing the game a lot. You can play Zone Wars, Ranked, or Pubs, or anything else that's realistic that'll help you get your game sense up. Game sense is often looked over a lot, but game sense is what makes pros pros, and it can make the difference of you being an average player to a sweat. You want to always make sure you know what weapons are in the game and how they work. You also want to know what items are better than others and what you're good with. But I'm not just talking about weapons, I'm also talking about utilities, heals, ammo, and builds. Depending on the season, you may want to know what certain exploits like the old hammer trick or the new one to phase into people's box with a rocket ram. Lastly, but definitely not least, I'm going to talk about VOD reviewing. VOD reviewing is reviewing your gameplay or pros gameplay to see what the mistakes are and you can try to fix them. After focusing on taking away lots of mistakes, you'll have less and less mistakes until you become really good. Anyways, after learning all these tips, if you follow them correctly, you will see massive improvements in your gameplay. But if you want more in-depth routine to practice these steps, then click this video right here for the best warm-up routine in Fortnite.